let's talk about the anti-cheat Ricochet that's coming to Warzone. I briefly covered it on a short that I made earlier. Let's talk about this and what's happening and what's happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, or maybe you just haven't been too focused on any of the news for the anti-cheat, essentially, the kernel level driver that was used or that has been used for this anti-cheat that's going to release when Vanguard releases has been leaked. I'm pretty sure it was leaked from the inside, of course. You know, there's no other way that sort of stuff gets leaked unless someone got paid from the inside and they leaked it. At least that's my theory on it. Don't take me or quote me for anything. Yeah, the kernel level driver got leaked, and what this means is the cheater manufacturers will be potentially able, or they are going to be able to at least find a way to engineer their cheats around this anti-cheat. Now, cheaters and anti-cheats, this is already a thing. You know, when you see easy anti-cheat, which is in Fortnite, it's in Apex Legends, you still have cheaters in those communities regardless of there being an anti-cheat. Now, that's kind of what we're going to play into with this Ricochet anti-cheat that's coming to Warzone. A lot of people, I think, in the, I guess, more normie side of things on Warzone will probably think that this Ricochet anti-cheat is just going to instantly eliminate all the cheaters. It's going to take everything out. There's not going to be any more cheaters. That's just plainly not true. Cheaters are cheaters, and they're going to find a way around this, okay? It's just the way it is. When people find a way to make money, you damn well bet that they're going to find a way to make money regardless of what you do to stop them. Cheaters are going to find a way around this anti-cheat Ricochet regardless of it. I mean, I think it's a little worse now that the kernel driver got leaked. So the question is, will this Ricochet anti-cheat stop cheaters entirely? And the answer is just plainly no. That's the truth, okay? Regardless of what Activision says, regardless of what Call of Duty says, regardless of what anybody says, the truth and the matter of the fact is that cheaters will always find a way around anti-cheats. Cheaters will always find a way to cheat. And the reason we need the anti-cheat now isn't so much just to stop cheaters in general, but it's to mitigate from people cheating too much. Because when there's too much cheating going on in a game like Warzone, or any game for that matter of fact, it oftentimes leads to a decline in player count and a decline in just interest in the game in general, because people think that there's just no reason to play the game. And that's honestly how I've been feeling for the past 6 to 7 months of Warzone. After they announced the anti-cheat, I was a little more hyped and a little more invested in the game because I felt a little more secure that I would be able to get wins. And you know, it does feel really shitty when you play against a cheater and you lose against a cheater. This anti-cheat will solve a majority of the issues that we've seen with cheaters. It'll take care of a good amount, and it'll help mitigate cheaters out of the game a lot faster. Essentially, we're trying, the purpose of the anti-cheat: get cheaters out of games faster, get cheaters off the servers faster, to ban them faster. You're also providing a way to report a lot faster and a much more smoother process than we have now, which Activision just bans a shit ton of accounts and just over a 6-month period just stops and then does it again. This is why we need it, right? Of course, like I said again, it's not going to take every cheater out. Of course, there's going to be cheaters coming back on, regardless of what Activision does, regardless of what anyone is. Now, before everybody grabs their pitchforks and their just goes bonkers, because I already know what's gonna happen. Okay, here's what's gonna happen when Ricochet comes out. Ricochet comes out, right? It's implemented into the game. It's implemented into Warzone, and then all of a sudden, maybe a month, a week, maybe even less than that, and people still see cheaters. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna complain. Because they thought that anti-cheat Ricochet was going to instantly eliminate every cheater around the block. I'm kind of trying to get everybody prepared. You know, just prepare yourself for the reality check that is anti-cheat. People literally assume that it's going to take care of every cheater. That's not the case, okay? Let's just take a step back. Let's realize the reality of things. Cheaters will be cheaters no matter what. They will find a way around these systems because they make money off these softwares. And the people who are buying these softwares are shitty people in general. I've bumped into so many cheaters, and the amount of stuff that they will say, or the most common thing that I've heard them say, is the reason they cheat is because either everybody else does it, which isn't true, or they just want a reaction out of other people. Now think about how shitty that is. You want a reaction out of people for you cheating? Like, that's so stupid. I just want everybody to know this anti-cheat, although they've said, you know, it's a full anti-cheat new kernel driver, the leak is a pretty bad thing enough already. But even then, even if it weren't to have been leaked like it has been now, I think it still would have been somehow the cheaters would have gotten into the system. They would have gotten past it. That's all I have to say on this topic, guys. If you do enjoy the way I covered it, I know it's not as long, or maybe it's not what you were expecting, right? Maybe you were expecting a little more details. I'm not the guy for that, but I am going to tell you straightforward what this anti-cheat looks like, what it's going to be, just the truth. People are genuinely thinking that this thing is going to entirely solve the issue, and that's just not the thing. The issue starts with people who are buying the software, with people who are actually going to these websites and buying them and finding a reason to buy them. That's where the problem starts. Okay, the problem starts when people go and actually pay for this software and they actually buy it, and that in turn creates a whole cycle that results in more people buying it, and then they get profit, and then they make more cheats. So the cycle just gets bloodier and bloodier the more you buy into this thing, the more you get into this thing. So all in all, I know it's a morbid, grim reality we live in, a world of cheaters. It's just the case. Of course, I think this anti-cheat will be a big help regardless of that. I think it'll help us mitigate cheaters a lot faster than we have before. It'll help us get them shadow banned and then eventually perma banned. So that's just the way it is. You know, there's no easy way of putting it other than an anti-cheat serves the purpose of helping the community and the developers respond a lot faster to the problem of cheating, and it helps us, the community, feel a lot more safer and secure. That's the purpose of the anti-cheat. If you think this is a foolproof method, you are beyond your head. You should just look at Apex Legends, Fortnite, dude. Cheaters find a way to get in no matter what. So that's all I have to say. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye. Have a good one.